Hi, this is Matt with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we'll be showing you how to repair your appliance. Remember, anytime you work on an appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we're going to show you how to change out the Maytag dishwasher foam insulation strip. It's going to be a very easy repair and it should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can click on the link below or get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. When you open up the package, you're going to get the new foam insulation strip. The foam insulation strip goes in between the two door panels to help reduce noise and vibration. The main reason you'll be changing it out is if it's damaged and you're getting noise from the lower part of the door. In order to get to the part, we have to open up the dishwasher door. Once you have it open, we have access to the inner door. First thing we have to do is take this vent off. We're going to use a flathead screwdriver to get the vent off. We have to push on it to get it to release. So we're just going to carefully get in here and turn it so it'll release. Once you have it released, we can carefully get underneath it with the flathead screwdriver and lift it out. Set it aside. Now that we have the vent out, we're going to use a Torx 20 driver to remove all the screws that hold the inner door to the door. Once you have all the screws out, we can lift the inner door off. You want to make sure this vent assembly doesn't come with it, so hold it down as you lift the door up. And then you want to make sure you hold the outer door down. You can use your foot to hold it. Once you have it lifted up, we're going to set a weight onto the outer door panel so the door doesn't lift up as we're pulling the inner door panel off. Once you have the inner door lifted up, we have to disconnect the wires from the dispenser assembly. There's just one plug on the dispenser assembly. It has two black wires in the front, one tan, one in the back. You can use a small flathead screwdriver to get behind the plug and take it off. Once you have the wire harness off, you can lift the inner door panel off the dishwasher. Now that we have the inner door out, we have access to the foam insulation strip. It's just down here at the bottom of the door, stuck to this insulation. Before you take it out, you want to make a note of where yours is lined up on the machine. On ours, the middle of the foam is lined up right with the bottom of the door panel right here and on each edge of the door panel. So we're going to make sure we position the new one in the same place. Once you know where yours is, we just have to carefully peel the old one off. You may have to use a small razor blade to help cut the foam off the insulation. If it's stuck to the door panel all, you're going to have to get it off of that also. Be careful around the wires. You don't want to cut those with the razor blade. Once you have the foam insulation strip removed, you can pull it off the dishwasher. Here's the old foam insulation strip next to the new one. If you already have one of these, great. If not, you can get it at AppliancePartsPros.com. Before we put the new foam insulation strip in, we're going to have to peel the backing off the adhesive. Once you have it off, you can set the foam insulation in place. You want to make sure you use your markers that you used when you took your old one out. We're using the edge of the panel right here as the halfway point. Once you have it lined up, slowly push it down into place. Once you have the new foam insulation strip in place, we can put the inner door back on. To put it in, we're just going to set it into the lip of the tub. And then we can lower it down so we can connect the wiring harnesses to the dispenser assembly. Once you have the inner door lowered down, we can grab the wiring harness and plug it back in. Remember, the double black was on the front. All you have to do is plug it in so you get a good connection. Once you have the wires connected, we're going to hold the outer door down while we take the weight off. Then we can lower the inner door down and line it up. You want to make sure it lines up with the air vent so we can put the vent on in a minute. Once you have it lined up, we can put the screws back in with the Torx 20 driver. When you put the screws back in, you'll notice there's two different lengths. The longer ones go across the control panel, and the shorter ones go down the sides of the door. Before you put the vent cover back on, you want to make sure that the body is lined up inside here. And when you're putting the vent cover on, you can even press down on the inner door a little bit to make sure it doesn't drop down. Once you have it in place, we can take the vent cover and we're going to line up this short section right here with the short opening in the body. We can set it down into place. And then you want to make sure you have it pushed flush before you try to turn it, otherwise it won't lock on all the tabs. So you want to get it flush like this all the way around. Then you can start to turn it to engage it. It's going to get harder, and then we can grab the flathead screwdriver and pull it over so it locks in place. Now that we have everything put back together, we can close the dishwasher door, plug it back in, and take it for a spin. Thanks for joining us for another successful repair brought to you by AppliancePartsPros.com. Check out our other repair videos on our site, Facebook, and YouTube.